He bought his first stock at age 11. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. He pays himself $100,000 a year, despite being worth $150 billion. 97% of his wealth was built after the age of 65. This is Warren Buffett, the greatest investor who ever lived. Let's go. 1941. Warren Buffett is 11 years old. He takes his paper round savings, $120, and buys 6 shares of City Service. The stock drops to $27. He sweats. He holds. It recovers to $40. He sells. It later hits $200. Lesson 1, patience, learned at age 11. 1950. Buffett applies to Harvard Business School. Rejected in a 10-minute interview. He then discovers Benjamin Graham, the father of value investing, teaches at Columbia. He enrolls, gets an A+, the only A+ Graham ever gave. Best rejection he ever received. 1956, age 25. Buffett starts his own investment partnership. $105,000 from family and friends. He charges no management fee, only 25% of profits above 6%. His rule? I only get paid when you get paid. The compounding machine was switched on. 1965. A textile mill CEO tries to cheat Buffett on a share buyback. Buffett buys more shares out of spite and takes over the company. He later called Berkshire his biggest mistake. He turned that mistake into a $1 trillion empire, the most expensive spite purchase in history. 1974, the market crashes brutally. Berkshire falls. Buffett's net worth drops to $19 million. His response? I feel like an oversexed man in a harem. I don't know where to start buying. He bought everything in sight. Those purchases multiplied 100 times. 1986, Berkshire shares hit $3,000 each. Warren Buffett, billionaire at 56. His salary? $50,000 a year. His house? The same $31,500 home he bought in 1958. Billions in the bank. Same house, same salary, same McDonald's breakfast. That is Warren Buffett. 1988. Buffett buys 7% of Coca-Cola for $1 billion. Wall Street is baffled. Coke? A boring drinks company? That $1 billion stake is now worth over $25 billion. He has never sold a single share. Patience. Again. 1999. The dot-com boom. Everyone is getting rich on tech stocks. Buffett refuses to buy. He doesn't understand the valuations. Media headlines: has Buffett lost his touch? The bubble bursts in 2000. Everyone loses everything. Buffett loses nothing. Patience. Again. 2006. Buffett makes the largest charitable pledge in history. 99% of his fortune, mostly to the Gates Foundation. He says, "My family will get enough to do anything, but not enough to do nothing." The richest investor alive, giving it all away. 2008, financial crisis. The world is panicking. Buffett writes a New York Times op-ed. "I am buying American stocks. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful." He invests $5 billion in Goldman Sachs at the worst moment, getting terms no other investor in the world could negotiate. When everyone ran, he walked forward. 2016, Buffett, famous for avoiding tech, invests $31 billion in Apple. He says it's not a tech bet, it's a consumer brand bet. That position grew to $174 billion. More money from Apple alone than from every other investment combined. The man who avoided tech picked the greatest tech stock of all time. 2023. Warren Buffett is 93 years old. Net worth, $116 billion. Still goes to the office, still reads 5 newspapers a day, still eats McDonald's for breakfast, still compounding. Here is the most important fact about Buffett. 97% of his wealth was built after the age of 65. The secret was never intelligence. It was time. 2025. Warren Buffett announces his retirement from Berkshire Hathaway after 60 years as CEO. When the news broke, Berkshire stock fell 7% in minutes. One man, 7% of a $1 trillion company, just from leaving. He has donated over $60 billion to charity. Net worth, $150 billion. First stock at age 11 with $120. 84 years later, $150 billion. The greatest investor who ever lived. No tech bets, no overnight trades, no luck. Just patience, time, discipline. Buffett once said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." He planted his tree at age 11.